Welcome back. I'm on my 84 Honda Big Red again today, and I'm going to show you how to do an oil change. I'm getting ready to go on a pretty long trip. That's what all the junk on here is for. Kind of trial fitting it. I figured I'd shoot this video while I'm doing an oil change. I am not going to clean the oil filter screen. I'm literally ready to leave on this trip. I don't need to take that side cover off and create another issue. But I'll probably change the oil again and clean that filter screen out when I get back. So this is just the oil change without filter screen. I've already got the engine warmed up. I took this, I rode it around a little bit. That's kind of why the stuff is on it. I wanted to see how it feels, how it's going to be. With that said, let's go ahead and change the oil. On the left hand side of the machine here, up underneath is our drain plug. Okay, so you're looking at it from basically right by the front tire. This is the main stem of the frame that comes down. The tubes that go back around, your foot peg is over here, shifter here, bottom of the engine, and the drain plug is this 24mm bolt right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my 24mm socket, which is roughly 15/16. If you're gonna use standard. I'll break that free, and once it's loose, I come in here just by hand. There's a spring and a filter inside of this that is also going to try to shoot out. You can see the oil starting to drip probably. Maybe not with where the camera's at. But as I pull this out, the drain plug. Now this one was actually pretty clean. They're not always, but here's the little filter that I was talking about. Right there, the filter, and then the spring. Now this engine was actually pretty clean before we started here, but if you have any dirt or mud or anything, you want to kind of clean that off before we start taking this apart. Now what Honda wants you to do is, with the ignition turned off, they want you to pull the recoil several times. Alright, so there we go. That's about 4 pulls of the recoil. And that is supposed to clear out any additional oil inside of there that may also need to be changed. While it's apart, it's always a good idea to take a look down inside the center, make sure there's no large chunks or anything weird inside of there. This one looks to be pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and I've got my screen, spring, and then nut. And it's not going to go in as one unit, so I'll install the spring and filter first. You want to make sure there's a little bit of oil on this rubber seal on the nut. With the spring tension holding out on this nut, it can be a little bit difficult to get started. So what I like to do is just take my socket and extension. Well, everything's all oily. And fight with it for 20 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? With the spring tension on here, this can be kind of difficult to get started. What you have to do is hold in while you spin it. And there we go. That one is started. So what I did there is I actually used two hands. One hand held in, the other one actually spun. That nut can actually be kind of a problem. Now I'm just going to take my socket. And when I get this tightened up, all I'm going to do is go snug. Okay? These sockets will, or these drain plugs will crack and break, just like the ones on the rear end. So you don't want to go like hammering down. That 24 millimeters is really large. It makes it seem like you can put a lot of torque on it, but you really can't. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brake clean. And clean that up. Now over here on the right hand side of the machine, we have our fill plug, which if you haven't cleaned around this, always make sure you use something to clean the area around this fill plug before you take it off. You don't want to knock dirt into the engine. So we'll take this out. I'm going to use a funnel, maybe. Now before you use a funnel, make sure that it is nice and clean. I cleaned this one out with some brake clean, got all the junk out of it. If you haven't figured out, I use a lot of brake clean. These engines take just over a quart. They take 1 liter, which is 1.1 quarts. So I'm going to add my oil. What type of oil and what brand is kind of up to you, but make sure it is ATV rated. This one that I'm using right now is rated for the wet clutches. It's good for ATVs. So there's our full quart in. Honda still makes a good oil. Most of your passenger car oils today are not good. Diesel truck oils are sometimes okay, but they're changing oil constantly. So I would say just go ahead and get an oil that is rated for ATVs and motorcycles. So I'm going to try to add 0.1. Which that was probably a little bit too much. We'll find out here in a second. Actually, that is right at the top of the crosshairs. And that was right at the top of the crosshatches. When you check the oil on these, they're designed. When you check the oil on these, you're not supposed to thread this in. And just bring it down to where it touches evenly all around. Bring it up, and this one is right about there, so almost the very top. So we've got that pretty close right now. I'll thread this in. I'm going to fire this up, let it run for a minute. Okay, so that's run for a minute. Now we'll leave it sit for a little while and we'll check this oil again. And the oil right now is actually low because it's pumped everywhere through the engine. But we'll leave this sit for a few minutes. Let all the oil drain back and end up back where it's supposed to be. After this sits for about 5 minutes or so, come back, check the oil level again. And as you can see, the oil level has actually come up quite a bit, but it's still just a touch low. Now we come back in again, check it. Come back in, check it again. And it's right up at the top, so it's right where we want it to be. So we're all set there. So that's how you change your oil on a 1984 Honda Big Red without doing the actual filter screen. If this holds together and doesn't break for this trip that I'm taking it on, I'll go ahead and do the full clean out with cleaning the filter screen on the right hand side of the motor and walk you through that later. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.